Watch this and then we'll talk about it.
The man who posted this.
I hope you felt beautiful, valuable. I just want to look at you forever and ever and ever.
And this. Also did this.
I get shit every day from people who think I'm being negative, and they say things like, why don't you post more happy couples? Why don't you post green flags in relationships? Why don't you post good videos? Why don't you talk about good relationship? And you know what? From time to time I do. And I love romantic videos. I think they're cute. I love proposals. And we idolize relationships to the point where a lot of narcissists and abusers, they know this. So they get in relationships because of the social currency that it gives them. What makes a narcissist look like a good person? Being married with a family, or having a beautiful wife or girlfriend by their side that it seems like they're just romancing and taking care of. We are obsessed with a good romance, and they know this, and it makes them feel good, and it's just, they get off on it. They love that you think that they are amazing. And then when they log off of social media, they treat their partners horribly. They treat their kids like shit. And men and abusers and narcissists aren't the only ones who do this. Now, this part of the TED Talk is only for those who are ready to hear and receive the truth. When I was in some of the most toxic relationships of my life, I was the loudest about those relationships. I wanted everybody to know that I had the best boyfriend ever, and I've never felt like this before, and I've never been treated like this before, and he's just such an amazing partner. When in real life, this person was ignoring me, emotionally unavailable, abusive in some way, and downright mean. And as the victim, I did it because, like I said, there's social currency in being in a relationship. There's validation when people are telling you, y'all are such a cute couple. He's such a great guy. Wow, I wish I had a relationship like yours. Oh, I can't wait till I meet a man like yours. There's validation that comes from being picked. And I also did it because I needed to convince myself that my relationship wasn't as horrible as it actually was. Now, I've seen a couple articles over the years where they say that people who are the loudest about their relationships on social media actually have the worst relationships. And I can see that as somebody who lived that. And, you know, there are some exceptions to the rule of people who are literally genuinely happy and they just want to share it. I've seen that too. There's this India Ari song, and one of her lyrics is, "The truth, it needs no proof. Either it is or it isn't." And also, something I used to do when my boyfriends were treating me the absolute worst, I would often brag about them on social media as a way to make them feel good, to give them a compliment. Hopefully they'll see that and feel bad and treat me nicer, because I wanted to let them know that I appreciate you. Even though you just called me a fucking bitch, I just want you to know. And I'm just going to be real with you guys. I don't need to be reminded that real love exists. I know it does. I see it. I don't have to be surrounded by it to know that. I know that real love exists because I'm a real loving person. I don't put people on a pedestal just because they're married or in a relationship. Are you a good person? Good. That's all that matters. Back to my original point, my ex-husband fucking hated me, but he loved the fact that people just gushed over him because he had a beautiful stay-at-home wife and 2 kids that he was taking care of. He loved that part of it. But when he got home, he was mentally and emotionally and financially abusive, emotionally unavailable, cheating, and didn't want to do a fucking thing for the kids. There are women who are going to stay in horrible relationships because they love the social currency that they get from being in a relationship. There are men who can't stand their wives and their girlfriends, but they're not going to break up with them because they love the social currency they get from being married or in a relationship. Let's idolize being single. Let's idolize people getting fucking therapy so that if they do become coupled with someone, they'll feel like a whole, complete, validated person who doesn't projectile vomit all their bullshit onto other people. So if we're going to idolize something, let's idolize those things. Getting help and being a whole person.